Warning, this podcast contains mature content, including scenes or descriptions of graphic violence, sexuality, and psychological trauma. Listener discretion is advised.
As you step through, you see these sea of people, right? You hear the chiming of a clock in the distance, a grand, impressive clock that sits somewhere on a mantle that is unseen, some massive piece of mechanical timekeeping. It rings once, it rings twice, it rings 3 times, and as you continue to count, as you get more and more anxious, you realize that it chimes 11 times. You know what this means? You know what midnight in the palace in Carcosa brings. You know that you have a limited amount of time before the Phantom of Truth appears and the king is revealed. Now you can pour those drinks. I've started a timer. You have 1 hour. Good luck. Cheers.
Sonja.
The Rancor's Brothel presents Impossible Landscapes. A Delta Green campaign by Dennis Detweiler.
Remind me, I was in blind rage, but whose pet is my daughter?
Casilda. Camilla. Yeah, you're right.
Should we dress like a cat?
Yes.
Yes. Should be dressed like a cat. The note that we got from Abigail,
Yeah.
then the party, the dance, the girl in blue, the one singing. Nothing is true except out is through. The dance, the girl in blue, the one singing.
Is Abigail the one in blue or the one singing?
We just know she's going to be dressed like a cat. So if we see a cat.
Was she a singer? Like, I know she was an artist.
She was just an artist. She was like a painter, I think.
Doesn't mean that she can't sing.
But
Well, it's fair.
She might be the girl in blue. She's a blue cat.
Like I said,
I can paint and I think I can sing. So
I'm almost remembering, though, even from Night Force.
I don't remember her singing.
I feel like I should know this because she's my daughter, but I don't.
Well, Cody's all away from the table, so.
So we should come up with a list of things that we should do in order. Right?
We would follow that clue in order.
Well, yes, of course. But
We want to find the dance. We want to find the dance.
I think we're there.
But this is the thing is
We're at a ball.
We're in the ball where the dance
The party and then the dance.
Correct. But does any of these events happen at midnight? We don't know that. That's why I'm saying we should come up with a list.
Bad things happen at midnight.
Exactly, but that's the thing is the girl singing as it strokes midnight? We don't know. So we shouldn't wait for that list to take action. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
In terms of roleplay, you should not worry about not knowing what happens. You know what happens.
Yes.
Like, you know what's going to happen. That has been solidly in your mind since you woke up in Carcosa.
Well,
you know what happens at midnight.
You're right, but what I was saying is we have this list of things to go in order. We don't know if one of these things on the list is going to happen at the stroke of midnight, so we shouldn't wait.
Is there a dance going on?
Yeah, no, there are definitely people dancing.
Okay.
Do we see a blue cat?
Alertness roll, Daniel, since you asked the question.
Fail.
No, there is a woman doing tarot in the corner, which strikes you as odd. But no, you do not see someone dressed as a cat. Where did the blue come from?
The clockwork note.
Someone in blue, and then
The girl in blue,
specifically. And then the singer are separate lines, right?
The one singing. The girl in blue, the one singing.
Is someone singing?
Specifically,
Let me look.
nothing is true except out is through.
Which we've known that all along. I mean,
I'm thinking of the Fifth Element. That's what's going on. That crazy beatbox breathing thing. Dude, I want to watch that scene now because that movie's dope. God, I love that movie. Let me look. Carry on.
Wait, what was the Assassin's Creed? Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
Everything is permitted. Yeah. I was gonna get that tattooed at one point. Never got it done. I worked with someone who
no time like the present, Lucas.
I worked with someone who spoke.
Well, he's busy right now.
Oh, well, I mean,
At the time, the first game was like the only one out, and I worked with someone who spoke Arabic, so I had her like write it properly. I was gonna put it,
Tick-tock,
like, in the
tick-tock.
car.
Okay, what are we doing?
like I said, we should probably make a list.
The dance?
No, not that. Like I said, we don't know if this list, if something happens at the stroke of midnight.
Okay,
what
hold
if
on.
the last?
What's our goal? Get Abby and get the out.
Yes.
Yes.
Where do we go from here? Where do we rendezvous? If one person gets Abby and leaves, and it's
So,
click until midnight,
We're in
where do
a
we
giant
meet?
ballroom.
We found 2 bottles. Who was the other one?
JC Lynn's and
The guy who asked us
And
to find
Wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
So we need a Wild. I believe wasn't the agreement give him his bottle? Yada yada yada. Like
But right,
He wants his bottle.
is
wants
he wants his bottle.
Is he here?
Is he here?
I think that's the thing. I think if we
Try
can-
to find Wild.
So
I believe that he is our way out.
look for Wild. Yes, look for Wild. Like I said, we didn't make a list. That's not the list that we have.
It's an offshoot.
dance.
It's an offshoot of the list for sure.
So find Wild, find Abigail. Probably find Abigail before we find Wild if we think he's his way out.
Preferably.
If we think Wild's the way out, find Abigail first.
yeah.
What's the royal family look like? You said they were up on their own throne, right?
Unapproachable and haughty. The royal family stands upon a bier. Biers, right? B-I-E-R?
Yeah.
Bier? Yeah. Surrounded by golden lion guards. Casilda and Camilla glow in jeweled gold. Their brothers, Thale and Aldonis, wear the red and gold uniforms of the soldiers of Yatil. The advisors, Uhat and Natolba, wear white robes and black masks. All stand to either side of an empty golden throne. They all sort of like look at the crowd and sort of wave softly and smile.
So we won't see the king until the stroke of midnight, basically.
You said they're brothers. Are they all siblings? I thought Casilda was the mother. Is that not right?
I don't remember what the mother's name is, but no, I don't think Casilda is the mother.
So the 4 are siblings. They're all siblings.
Correct.
Okay.
I think it's the 4 siblings and then mom.
So do we see any?
I think it's a whole thing. The story is that there's no king.
Right.
So do we see any egress from this room? Like, is this it? Or
There are plenty of twists and turns to this room. You can see people partying down hallways and on balconies and all over the place.
Okay. I want to start looking for Abby. If we don't start moving soon, I'm just gonna go.
Alertness roll, Thomas.
Pass.
Off to the side where where the throne sort of set up and the lion guards are, kind of down the steps and off to the side, you see someone, you see a female figure in a resplendent blue ball gown with a demi mask that's shaped like a cat's face. She appears to be like
She is
standing
one
on
and
one
the same.
top step, looking around.
That was my kid. That was my
Yeah,
curiosity.
I'm going to make a beeline to her, but I am
following.
I'm doing my best to not be too conspicuous.
Well, I mean, you're also wearing a mask too. So
Yeah, no, you're moving through the crowd at a clip, but you are not like running.
Old man's clip.
What bottle did Wild want? His own.
His bottle.
His own bottle.
So what do we have an advantage of having his other bottle from the artist,
JC Lynn's.
the author?
I don't know.
It was almost like our way out was to find JC Lynn's bottle, right? Because it was on the pedestal that we
Yes.
took it, and then it showed the way out.
To get out of the maze.
The
Yes.
beginning of that invitation said, "Find JC Lynn
Yeah.
in his bottle."
Okay, so we found the bottle, found the way out. Right.
But aside from that, I don't know
I
anything.
mean, if he's
about
here,
it.
we could give him his bottle.
I
and
suppose
see
that's the
what,
case.
Okay.
But
So add that to the list.
the main thing was bringing Wild his bottle, right? And getting that. I've always understood that his bottle is the key to escaping in Carcosa.
Which might be true,
That's
but
Lucas's interpretation, not
JC
characters.
Lynn's bottle had to have some other Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe it was just.
I don't know.
Jason Lynn was the last bottle we found, right? That got us
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Yeah, because it was on a pedestal by itself.
So maybe we're just thinking too
And
much.
we've met him in the bookstore.
Jason, we have never met Jason.
I don't think we. I don't think
think.
we've ever met that character. Or
We've
was
heard
that the
about
old
him
man that he
several
was
times.
referring to earlier?
It wasn't J.C. Lynn.
No, that was Henri, or I don't know.
She is Thomas. You kind of approach. It's one of those things like you ever kind of somebody's looking for you, and you walk up and they don't see you. She's definitely looking off in a direction. So you approach her. She doesn't see you.
So just a quick scan of the area. Are there any guards around her?
I mean, close, but not close. Like she's not being guarded. She's near a space that is being guarded. She's not. You know.
Okay, I'll go up to her and I'll get in front of her and I'll bow. And then can I walk a little bit closer?
Oh yeah, no. The guards aren't paying attention to her at all. The guards are clearly there to keep people from going up to where the throne is.
Okay.
With the royal family. She's off to the side. It's almost as if she's like standing on a couple of steps just to get a little bit of height over the crowd to look for people. She's not up the steps on the dais.
Okay. I'll kind of stand next to her and I'll gently take her hand and does she react?
Oh yeah, no, she immediately turns and looks at you.
And then I'll whisper to her, the only way out is through. And then I'll say, Abby, it's me, your father.
What? No. You're not supposed to be here, Dad. Like you can't. You're not the one I left the message for. What do you, Dad? You should be home. You should be safe. What are you doing here?
I put an arm around the old man and I wave. Come on.
You can't. No, Dad. They're supposed to be here, not you. You're not supposed to be here.
I wave more vigorously. Come on.
There's not. No, if you drag them, she'll go off the steps and into the crowd wherever you want to go. No, Dad. At this point, she's looking at none of you. She's just like, Dad, you can't. You have to leave. You have. No. You've done it wrong. You can't be here, Dad. You can't.
Well, he is here. So, what do we do?
There's no time. Did you?
We have JC Lynn's bottle.
Good. You need to find JC. You need to give JC his bottle, then you can leave. Until then, it's all a moot point. You
What
don't
about
have to
Wild?
give JC his bottle.
Do you know where he is?
I did. I don't. Okay, but you have to give JC his. Don't.
What does he look like?
Shh. Don't.
I mean, I would definitely be saying this.
I know, but he's so unbelievably excited behind the cat mask, and she's trying to hide it. She's trying to keep that decorum. He wears a raven mask. Okay,
So he's like a writing desk.
you.
We saw him back in the Gallery of Shades.
He was back there.
Damn it.
An hour ago.
I run back to the Gallery of Shades.
I'll show you.
You need to give him. You need to give him the bottle. Until then, you can't leave. You need to hurry. It's almost midnight.
Well,
What
I don't
about-
think we know how to leave, so
Well,
What about
let's
Mr.
find
Wild's
him. Let's
bottle?
find him. We need to find him.
No, I'll ask her. What about
No,
Wild?
that's our.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
our.
Let's
That's
find
our.
him.
Our shit.
About Wild. Okay?
All right, let's find him.
You have to leave the masquerade before the king arrives. You have to.
Okay,
You
let's
have
go.
to
You'll
go.
never-
Can't
Let's
leave
go,
until
let's
we
go,
find
let's go.
JC.
You have
Clock's
to go
ticking.
with him. I say to her.
That's not
Clock's
happening.
No, it's
Listen.
happening.
Listen.
Right now.
Listen.
Wait,
Thomas-
no, yeah, you're
Thomas
coming
is
with
clearly
us.
listening to his daughter.
yeah.
You can't force her to go. It's up to him. It's his choice.
Franky, I will punch you in the face.
Do it right now.
I can't go
Why?
because I have to be here at midnight.
Why?
Because that's the only way it works.
What works?
You don't understand, but I cannot leave.
You're right.
Take
That's why he's asking.
take my dad.
I
and
grab
give
her
him the bottle.
arm and I put her hand in his and I say, you take your fing daughter and you get out of here now.
It won't work.
I'm willing to
You'll all
bet
be
she's
stuck
right
here.
there.
You will never leave this ballroom I'm sorry, Dad. You're not supposed to be here. I never wanted you here. I don't know why they brought you here.
Why can't you leave with us?
You said you left a message for us.
I did.
Why did you bring us here if you can't leave? What was the point? There has to be a way for you to leave.
No, there's never been a way for me to leave.
Then why did you bring us here?
You have to be here to give JC his bottle. You have to be here because the only way you get out is to give him his bottle.
So you
What
brought
was
us
the point of
here
us
just
coming here at
to
all?
get us out?
Because if you don't, you never leave.
But we wouldn't be here if you didn't send the message.
Yes, you would.
Let's
No.
You were already here. You were already here the second you step foot
all right,
into
let's
that
go.
place.
We're wasting time. JC, let's try to find Mr. Wild.
Raven mask.
Let's give both of them. Wait, what's Mr. Wild look like? Do you know?
Mr. Wild's got
He's
nothing.
Wild
not,
has nothing to do with her.
No, don't worry about Wild.
Okay, what's the highest
Wild-
point I can stand on and
Wild's
find a
right here.
person?
You could step up a couple steps on the.
I will look for a Raven masks.
Roll me alertness then.
I'm doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, 48
I'm
out
gonna
of
do the same.
54.
Okay, we'll let that.
How
Troy.
big of an area is this?
I mean, it's a massive like ballroom. Have you ever seen pictures of like what's it called? Le Roi du Soleil, Versailles.
Oh.
I was going to
This
say
feels
Versailles.
a lot like Versailles.
fine.
I toured Versailles. There are these opulent rooms with
Yes.
mirrors and
Yes.
gilded gold, and like it's a massive room.
If anyone ever gets a chance to go visit Versailles, visit Versailles. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
So
Versailles.
I got 32 out of 62.
Okay, we'll keep that too.
I did not get it.
Anything else?
I'm not convinced that we can't get Abby out of here, even though she doesn't
Yeah,
believe so.
I'm not leaving
because
without her.
she's already shocked. She's already shocked that Thomas is here. So if that's something that's already out of the play of things, there's got to be a way we can get her out of here. That's the only reason why I was asking about Mr. Wild. Like, there's got to be another.
Yeah.
Again, we should do what we need to do first, but
Since she has
you.
said that to find Jason Lee and give him his bottle is our way out, I don't think Wild's our way out. I think
yes.
Wild just wants his
yes.
bottle.
Yes, I agree.
So we are to go back to find Wild to give him his bottle.
Okay, because he was in the Dorchester house, right? So we can just
Well, no, he was in
No.
the Carcosa side of the Dorchester
yes,
house.
yes.
Well, so
Exactly.
yes and no.
But we know a way to get there, basically.
I mean, how we could
You guys figured out. It's not my game.
if we get out of here, we can go to Dorchester and say, give this to Mr. Wild.
Well, right, but like, how do we get Abby out of here if Thomas is already
Who
You know.
passed alertness rolls?
I did.
I did.
pass? I didn't roll mine yet, but I passed 23.
Okay. Carry on with your discussion. I just want to make sure your discussion is finished.
I
As
think
much
it is.
time as you eat off this clock, I'm fine.
No,
We're
no, we're good.
we're
I'm good.
looking. We're looking.
Yeah, at this point, we're consumed with finding JC Lynn.
Okay. 60 something, right? 30 something. You passed 32
Yep.
out of something. You passed. I don't remember if you
48 out
passed.
of 54.
Okay.
I did not.
You did not.
Oh.
Daniel got a really good roll as I crawl.
23.
Yes. Kieran, what can you do?
Yeah, we are on a time crunch right now, my boy.
What's up, buddy?
What do you need?
What do you need?
I gotta play Kobe.
I can play after we're done. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. It's bedtime.
He'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah, we can play when we're done. Okay.
It's only 7:45. You good?
And different lava.
Yeah. We got the area.
There's a show that I saw.
It's the clock ticking. If we lose by 30 seconds, I'm never going to forgive him.
Yeah, we'll play.
Did you make him do this?
Would I do that?
He's distracting us to die.
Thomas and Adrian, you both see someone with an elaborate raven mask. I'm thinking kind of like the shit out of Stargate, where they have the Gua'uld have the sweet ass
Yes,
masks, like
absolutely.
full head that
Yep.
beaks and it's moving. It's
Yep.
mechanical. It's dope as shit. Daniel,
Yes.
my boy, you see an oversized figure on a balcony above you, clad in gold and silver scalloped cloth with a plain white face mask. It terrifies the out of you to look at him, and he is looking at you. What would you like to do?
Not make eye contact. I'm kind of like, I know he's seeing me, and I'm like looking the other way.
All right,
Like,
Roll sand.
So
or fail. Sorry.
Hold on. We gotta do with that. Roll me a d6.
A D6. 1.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Spencer.
All right, so I for the first time, I embrace Abby, and I look her in the eyes, and I say, "I'm not leaving you.
You have to. It's not a choice. You
I
have.
would rather spend eternity in this hell than live my life without you."
Someone talk Thomas. I'm not going to leave her.
Alertness rolls, Spencer, you automatically pass. Alertness rolls for everyone except for Daniel.
Got it.
Pass.
Pass.
22. Yeah.
You rolled a 22?
Yeah.
All of you can roll sand except for Troy. I'm just going to give it to you because you really see it.
I mean, it's not a 22.
Fail.
Pass.
I'll give you 1 for a pass. You take 2, Flynn. You take 3, the full Troy. As he says, I'd rather spend, time in this hell than with you. You see this single tear from behind the cat mask just roll down. At no point has her body language changed. She's still holding his hands, but you can just feel the helplessness within her. This is not a possibility for her. This cannot happen. She is devastated that you've done this. Anyway, you were
I was gonna like
Cody did this.
I was gonna like take her hand and look at her and say, "Is there any possible way that someone can change places with you?"
No,
Why?
it doesn't work that way.
Tell us help us understand instead of just like,
You have to give him the bottle before the exit opens.
we understand
That
that.
doesn't matter.
Please help us understand why you cannot leave.
Give him his bottle, and I think it'll all be clear.
Lucas, do you
All
have
right,
wild
let's-
spot?
I'll be
we've
right
seen the
here. I'm
You're gonna
not
pick
going
it up,
anywhere.
right?
Can I?
Okay.
We've seen the Raven. Can I go give the damn bottle to the Raven?
I grab and I had both bottles. I will pull the bottle out and I say and show it to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're wasting time. What are you showing me?
You go with your father or I shatter it and we all die here.
It doesn't break.
It doesn't break.
It doesn't
Just
break.
go give it to the damn Raven.
She doesn't know it doesn't
She knows more than any of us.
She wrote the damn poem.
I believe that she can reveal, and I quote, darkest secrets. How long would you like to ask her about darkest secrets?
No.
We don't really have that much time. So.
Okay, where's the Raven?
I want to Adrian. I want to go up to Adrian and be like, "Give me Wild's bottle and just trust me on this one."
Alertness rolls.
For all of us.
No, not you.
Okay.
Everybody but you.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Nope.
Okay, everyone but Thomas. Thomas is probably worried about his daughter because you guys, you brought him into this. It's all your fault. You all notice as you begin to like break towards the Raven mask before he gets lost in the sea, that poor Franky is just staring up into space and just trembling uncontrollably.
I don't give a shit about Franky.
And that's why
I'm out. I'm gone. I'm down. Yeah.
You're running
this
off.
guy.
Do you even have the bottle? Who has the bottle?
I have the bottle. It's in my
Who has the
hand.
bottle?
Yeah,
It's in his
I'm
hand.
going to go try to get JC and bring him over.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can go talk to JC if you want. Daniel, you're just frozen in sheer terror.
That
You're
makes
kind of
sense.
stuck
I do
there.
have my conversion disorders. So.
I'll say that Adrian, stay with Thomas and Abigail. Gideon and I will go and grab JC and bring him to us.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You're frozen for a bit. You guys can walk over there. You see a tall, thin, middle-aged man in an odd-looking suit wearing a mechanical raven. It looks like something Ambrose would have made. He has a strap like for a purse almost, except on the end of it, it's not a purse. It's a
merce.
No. It's a Remington typewriter.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, he's a writer.
That's funny. JC Lynn, I presume.
You have me at a disadvantage, sir. He talks with a very thick southern accent. As he speaks, you can smell the gin coming off his breath. Please, if you will do me the honor of introducing yourself. Should we get a drink? Let's have a chat.
No, we don't have much time for that. I'm Reginald. We have your bottle.
Reginald. My bottle, you say?
We do. Now you're talking my
It's not a
language.
bottle of gin. I can promise you that.
I mean, it might.
Unless you want it to be,
don't
as
know.
long as that's what
Whatever
gets
you
you
want
over
in your
here.
bottle.
That's
we
what's
don't,
on the
we don't know
label.
what
I
it
don't know.
contains.
We have a bottle
It's
wink.
JC Gin.
No.
I guess I actually wanted to ask: is it like a solid like bottle, or is it like a bottle that you can put stuff in?
No. It's like a corked bottle. It's sealed.
And it's full of something, right?
It feels heavy.
Gin, apparently.
But does it slosh?
Maybe. It's hard to
It's
tell.
like a thick glass, maybe
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Opaque.
Absolutely opaque.
Yeah.
Or it's too full, it can't swish.
Yeah, it's weird. It's got weight to it, but you couldn't tell if it's solid or liquid.
Sure.
My bottle, you say?
Yes.
Would you mind if I see it?
Well,
Yeah,
if you'd come with us, my
Got it right up here.
Of course. This is the most interesting story I've heard all night. I'll follow you wherever you'd like to go.
Have you been looking for the bottle for a while?
I've heard of bottles. I've heard they have incredibly special properties. It is most intriguing that you found one with my name on it. Apparently, that is unique.
Yeah.
We will bring JC over to the group.
I like stories, you see. Stories are how we communicate as people. It is, he's going to ramble, and he's going to walk very drunkenly.
Be like, that's really neat, JC, and just lead him
A
over.
story that I'm a scribbler by trade, you see. I mean, I tried my hand at bank robbing, don't tell the police. But scribbling is really what's in my heart. It's my passion, you see.
Someone
And
get him to shut
I'd
up.
love to. I'm a bit on the skids, but I'd love to. I'm really looking for the muse.
Should have bought him that drink.
Imbue me.
Someone show him the bottle.
Power.
Someone show him the bottle.
I just
I don't know.
I pull the bottle out. I open up my what is it?
Doesn't matter. Show him the bottle.
I show the bottle.
Damn.
Would you allow me to see that, good sir?
You don't touch it.
Well,
It's if very well. That is your choice.
I mean, we
Not
need
until
to
we know what it does. I'm not handing it to him. I look at him and I say, "What happens when we hand it to you?"
I don't know.
Abby, what happens when we hand it to him?
You have the opportunity to leave.
Okay, like, is it going to be immediately we leave?
I don't know.
Hand him the bottle.
I don't.
I mean,
We need
I
to
will
know.
ask him that. Do you have any idea what
He
happens?
doesn't.
I
He doesn't
have
know.
no idea.
So-
good sir. Hopefully, it's full of gin.
He's probably still holding Abby's hand.
Uh-huh.
I will just be like, grab his hand, grab your hand, like basically make the motion of like, let's grab hands, hand him the bottle.
I pull my hand away and I hand him the bottle.
Why? Thank you, good sir. He laughs. Again, hoping this is the finest of gin. You see him set the typewriter down. No, you're all holding hands. You, Troy.
I'm not. I pull my hand away.
Franky wasn't holding hands with anybody. Still trembling.
You want to hear this? He sets the typewriter down, takes the strap off, sets it down. He takes the bottle, and he pulls the cork off as if it is the most easy thing to do. And as it pops out, it's that wonderful sort of great champagne cork popping, right? And you all kind of smell like an effervescence, a mist, sort of a feeling. And you see his eyebrows kind of twitch he cocks his head to the side and he holds the bottle to his ear. And like, as he does, his face glazes over and the biggest Cheshire cat grin sweeps across his face. He looks right at Adrian and then to the rest of you. Thank you. I know the story that I need to write. It's also clear now. He picks up the typewriter and he slings it in a way almost that he can type while talking. And he begins to walk away, but you hear him say, "Along the shore, the cloud waves break. The twin suns sink behind the lake. The shadows lengthen in Carcosa. Roll San."
Even me.
Everybody. Yep.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was
Success.
said I was frozen.
Ooh,
It's a crit fail.
that's a crit fail for me.
Pass.
That's a crit fail.
Yes.
Fail for me.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second.
Success.
That's a success.
16 out of 59. I'm good.
It's a success. Success. 1d6 sand loss.
For success?
Yes.
Map, please borrow a D6. Oh, thank you, sir.
That's your turn.
Just the one there.
I lost 4.
Me too.
Critical failure. I'm just throwing it out there. You both said critical failure.
Yeah.
55.
66.
You take the max sand loss possible. You both lose 20.
Ooh, f***ing A.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Gideon?
6.
What does that even mean?
These guys both start freaking out for the next several minutes.
Yeah, no, you both hit breaking points for sure.
He goes blind. You both have lost things.
I
Pick
pull a
fun
gas
disorder.
mask out of nowhere. And it's now, I replace my mask with the gas mask.
He's rolling on the floor going, feel like a duck pill platypus. Honk, honk.
That's a Biodome reference.
Daniel, you feel a presence watching over you. This tall presence is closer.
Well, I mean, with both my disorders, do I even see him?
You don't, but you feel it. Somehow it's like in the darkest blackness of nothing that you see, you're still being observed and you know it.
Well, Franky's going to point at what's looking at him, or at least where he thought was looking at
Yeah,
him.
pass the sand loss around. Fine. Sure.
And whether you guys are looking or not, he's convinced it's Wild. And he's going to be muttering under his breath.
He's
Probably
wondering-
shaking, pointing.
Does anybody look in that direction?
I'm on the floor.
No,
clutching my
you
gas
don't.
Gas
You're
mask.
screaming for the next 7
I'm
minutes.
focused on Lynn's.
Yeah,
and,
honestly.
Same.
and him
Lynn's is
getting.
gone. Lynn's has walked away into the crowd, typing on his typewriter.
I'll be following him.
Alertness roll. From Troy.
just
yeah.
him.
No.
The typing of keys and the cackling madness somewhere. You all have taken part in the writing of the King in Yellow. The origin. The start.
Good job, everybody.
We did it.
Whoa.
We did it, Reddit.
I feel empty inside.
Spencer or the character?
Yeah. No,
Welcome to GG.
just think about it. If you never showed Thomas Wright that letter, Spencer never joins this game.
Yeah.
I never take the guy who has a toddler or who has an infant daughter who watches you shoot babies, and now you've reunited him with the daughter he's been missing for 20 years, who says you've got to run or you live in existential horror and ennui for the rest of your days.
I'm sorry. If you hadn't invited Spencer into the game, then he would not be here.
No.
I think we all agree this is Spencer's fault.
This all happens from your choices. Cheers. Cheers. Tick tock, tick tock.
By the way, we're out of bourbon for people at home.
I'm continuously trying to find Lynn's. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, a roll alertness minus 20.
nope.
He's wandered off into the crowd. Yeah.
At this point, we can leave. I mean, Abigail made it clear we can leave. Like, we gave him his bottle, we can leave.
What? Where?
Dad, it's time to go. You
How do
need
we
to
leave?
go. There are several exits. You can find things that look familiar. You can talk to the woman playing cards. You can
Is there anything here that resembles
you can find the books.
anything that resembles the Dorchester house at nighttime when we were there? Because that could probably be a way out.
You're still rolling around on the ground for a few more minutes, but yeah, no, it's a good question.
Yeah.
How did we get out of that?
You met Bale. Bale got
that's
you
right.
out.
Yeah,
Bale took us through the play, and
That's how we met. What's his name? What's his bottle?
Hold that thought. Remind me of that thought in a few minutes.
Okay.
I like that. I like what you're doing. Everybody else, what other thoughts do we have? Let's see what other folks do.
I'm like,
I'm on the floor screaming.
No, you're on the floor screaming. This guy's going while pointing to the balcony.
Lady with cards, books. How do we get out of here?
There are you've done what you needed to do. Passages are now open. I don't like the whole time she's trying to talk to you, but she can't stop staring at Thomas. She's utterly distracted by her father being here.
If you want us to get him out of here, you need to tell us how to get out of here.
I know. I understand that, okay? I understand that. Like, I wrote the note for you. I brought you here so that you could do this, so that you could get out, so you weren't stuck in here. I get it.
So this is all
I
Abby's
understand.
fault. She's the one that brought us here and started this whole thing.
Right, absolutely. I'm the one who brought you here. Uh-huh.
How do you know this works? Have people been here before and gotten out?
You've done what he needed you to do. He will let you go now. But you have to find an exit. And the thing is like,
He needed you to do.
you like he jeez, like he
How much?
I don't know where to send you, Dad.
I'm not
Time is
looking.
on that
I'm
bomb.
not looking.
I don't know where to send you. Like, there's no good answer for you. These other guys,
I'll stay here with you.
no, don't. It's not pleasant, Dad. You don't want to do this. Go live.
Life isn't pleasant.
This is not life.
You got right. It's not life. Life is outside of this place.
Do you know of a hospital?
What hospital? What are we talking about?
We went to a hospital on the other side. It brought us here. I mean, to this plane. We could see Carcosa in the distance. That could be a way out for us.
The Dorchester.
Daniel, roll alertness.
Fail.
What'd you roll?
78.
Out of
57.
okay. There are places that would get you back to that place. I'm not sure where. The thing is that all paths come to this place, and as we get closer and closer to midnight, those paths open up. They go both ways. You have to find a path out. There are paths to many places. Depending on which one you walk, you will go different places.
Abby, look at me. I understand that this place doesn't make any sense. I understand why you think you can't go anywhere, but I just need you to tell me why. Why can't you come with me?
Because if I go with you, I don't send them the note. Which means none of this happens.
And we are okay with that.
It can't not happen because it just happened. It has to happen.
Why?
So it's a cycle.
It can't not happen.
Why do you have to be the one that sends the note?
Because that's my role. Just like it's your role to hand him the bottle.
What if I sent the note?
You don't send the note.
What if I do?
You can't.
I can. Because I'm here.
Then stay and find out. You need to find a way out, Dad. The rest of these guys, I don't care what they choose. You need to leave. They can do whatever they want. Daniel, alertness roll.
And I look at her and I say, I don't care what it takes. I'll be back for you. And I head towards the tarot lady.
Okay.
Oh, 9.
Daniel, you see a row of books, a bookshelf off on the side that looks very familiar. You've seen this bookshelf before.
The bookstore.
This bookshelf, no. This bookshelf is a bookshelf you've seen, but you don't quite know why. But you're definitely drawn to it.
I'm going to be walking with Thomas to the tarot lady because the lady with the cards. As we're walking, I will say to him, what if she had no choice but to go with us?
What are you thinking?
Thinking of knocking her out.
That was also on my mind.
But obviously, I don't want to hit your daughter without your permission.
I don't know if anyone's picked it up yet, but like my intent is for you to take your daughter and for me to stay. Like, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. I've been trying to take her place. And she's not giving me the
Daniel,
avenue to do that.
Are you doing anything with the? Are you doing anything with the books? With the bookshelf?
Yeah, he's going to walk up to it.
Okay, you're walking up to the bookshelf. You two are walking to the Tarot Lady. Lucas, choice. Anything? Flynn, a choice. Anything?
Okay, I'm back up. I can act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
guess
taking
I'll
the bomb
follow.
off, and I'm just holding the strap under my arm, and I'm going to go up to where the royal family is.
Perfect. I love it. Let's go back to the tarot card folks first. You see an old plain woman dressed entirely in black sits on a divan. It's like a couch. I can't remember how to pronounce that word. Close to the entrance where you came in.
A divan?
Is that how you pronounce
Divan?
it?
Yeah.
Divan.
Yeah.
I don't remember. My grandmother pronounced it with a Hoosier accent that definitely was not
Davin?
a Davin. The Davenport.
Oh, the Davenport.
Davenport, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a crowd of people standing in line, and she's doing cards. And as you folks step up, she looks at someone that she's reading cards for. Says, "Excuse me, there is a bit of urgency here. Please," and she shuffles someone away. Would either of you like to sit as she shuffles the tarot cards?
I'll sit.
Come, see the cards. She begins shuffling them.
As she's shuffling, I look her in the eyes and I kind of indicate my daughter and I say, "That's my daughter.
I know.
What?
I want her suffering to end. I want her to leave this place. Is there anything that can be done?"
She shuffles and fans the cards and she flips over a card and it shows the maiden, and she flips over a card and it shows the prison. I'm sorry, sir, there is no chance of escape for her. There is no answer.
Thomas just stares in the middle distance. He's done.
Troy, is there any interaction you'd like to do there?
Like 0% chance? Like not even a
Daniel, we'll go over to you at the books. The books are distinctively colored and patterned. The bindings look incredibly familiar.
Is it the bookshelf from the Dorchester house?
Yeah, no, they look like medical texts. They look like psychological texts.
There was a missing book there, right? Wasn't there one book missing?
Ooh, I don't remember that.
Is there a book missing in this bookshelf?
No, they're not. It's chocked full of books. Like, it's bursting with books.
Is there a copy of The King in Yellow in there?
Not as far as you can tell. These all appear to be like DSM-4, 1985, DSM-4, 1986. I know the DSM-4 didn't come out then, but it's Analysis of Psychology, 1984, Volume 1. Analysis of Psychology, 1985, Volume 1. Analysis of Psychology, 1986, Volume 1. Like, et cetera, et cetera.
Is there any book that sticks out that's not normal? Doesn't belong here?
No.
Or it doesn't?
Anything you'd like to do?
Franky's going to frantically just start going through the books. Tearing them off one by one, just flipping through them, see if there's anything.
As you pull a book off, right? What's weird is the shelf must be deeper than it seems because there's another book behind it.
Okay. I'm going to reach for that book.
You pull that book out, there's another book behind it.
I'm just going to take the first row and just shove them all off.
As you shove them all off onto the floor, it cascades out. Nobody sees. There's a whole second row except for that second row where you took that one book out.
Again.
Okay. There's a third row.
He's going to keep doing it.
Okay. What are you doing, Lucas?
I was watching the tarot cards.
Okay. So you're over with the tarot card business. Are you doing anything for the tarot card business?
I was just watching it
Okay.
to see what was coming up.
Roll sand, Daniel.
With my new sand, that is a fail.
Oh, 1d6.
Foe.
Not enough to totally you, but it's really weird after you get to like the 7th row of books and it keeps going.
Right. I can push this off into a bond, though, right?
Sure.
It's a D4.
Yeah, that bond.
3.
Flynn, are you being a terrorist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me about the area around the royal family.
There are probably a dozen golden lion guards. If you start approaching that dais at all, you see them start to convene. Just probably 2 of them that are closest to you kind of move together as if to bar your path.
Okay.
The royal family kind of waves at you and then looks.
I will wave. I will wave back. How close are the dancers? Like, how close is the party to this area?
It's a packed group, so I mean, you're probably not more than you're maybe 5 to 10 feet away from the guards. You're maybe 20 feet away from folks dancing.
Okay. Is there a balcony above them?
Above them, no. I imagine this as if there's like a grand like glass wall opening out to the lake. So the balcony would be on like 2 or 3 sides. It'd be a U, but not above the royal family.
So that there is a balcony over which they're kind of closer.
They're kind of in the middle of 4 wall, like they're in the middle of the back wall. The U is probably on the sides.
How many feet roughly from?
It's a big ballroom, so you're quite a ways away from any balcony, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Because it would be like they're on the balcony looking down on the royal court.
I think if you're trying to get to the throne, is my assumption, you're gonna have to like strength check, run, burst through everybody in front of you to get there.
Just throw it.
Or throw it. One of the 2. Yeah. Hail Mary over the back, over the head type shit.
You want to look down your shirt at the timer?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
It's going to go off at midnight. Guarantee.
I'm gonna try to find JC.
Okay. Alertness minus 20. Back to the tarot cards.
Ot 4.
Yeah. You see a man with a typewriter off in the corner typing at a rapid pace.
Okay. Going over to him. Is it like one long scroll that he's just going
No,
through?
it's multiple pages. Like he's typing a page and then he's like tossing it and then he's typing. Like he's typing as fast as humanly possible.
Okay. Oof.
Burst in and type your own line?
And I'm just going to try to take the typewriter away from him.
Okay. We'll go from there. Roll me a, I don't know. What seems appropriate? Look at your skill set and tell me what's appropriate.
I have melee. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you could just clock him. That is an option.
yeah. Like I'm gonna go. I'm getting that typewriter. If he doesn't
Sure.
take it, give it to me. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Roll melee.
Ooh. Or wait, hand to hand. What is hand to hand? Unarmed combat.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, roll whatever. It's usually D4 minus 1, I think.
Unless you have a strength plus.
Correct.
3.
Yeah, you do damage to him. You sock him in the
I
face. He
smack
kinda
him.
rocks
I'm
back.
trying to grab the typewriter
Sure.
over his.
Yeah, you got the typewriter.
Okay. I'm gonna just hit him with it.
Roll me another attack.
I didn't miss. I missed him with the typewriter.
You smash the
That's a-
typewriter on the ground
That's
next
a
to his
melee
head.
weapon. Is it different?
It's worse.
You smash a typewriter on the ground. F***ing, like
That's
bits
fine.
of metal go everywhere. Paper goes flying. People, oh my word, what is he doing?
I just
My
start
goodness."
gathering pages
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and just fold them up and stuff them in. And I'm just
Tarot
going to disappear back into the crowd.
tarot cards. She looks at all 3 of you expectantly.
Can I roll on occult to try to convince her that maybe there's a way to get her out, or I guess
There
press
isn't-
on that?
Son, there isn't much time.
I understand.
No, I don't think you do.
No, I
There
do.
isn't- No.
I do understand.
What would you like?
I would like all of my friends and his daughter to be able to leave this place.
That isn't going to happen
Why?
because that's not how this works.
I step in and say, what if I stay in her place?
This isn't some dramatic piece of theater.
Isn't it though?
I from across the room and say, bullshit.
I mean, that's all this is.
Perhaps it is. Well, you have very little agency overall, so what would you like to do?
It's theater, but it's already been written.
I think you got to punch her out.
I'll turn towards you and I'll say, young man, just go. Just go. Take yourself and your friends and go.
How do we get out of here?
Sit.
I sit.
I sit on his lap.
I push him off.
There's no more chairs.
She begins dealing cards in front of Troy. She deals, she tussles them, she shuffles them, she flips them around, she throws them on the table, picks them up faster. It's actually incredible for a woman of her age. And suddenly she sprays them in your face. And as she sprays them in your face, it shocks you so much you fall back out of the chair, like you fall over backwards. To the two of you, to Thomas and Adrian, Reggie vanishes.
Oh my god.
Then you got a case on
and
that.
your tablet falls over.
You don't have. The madam is gone. Troy is gone.
Okay.
Daniel.
You don't have a weapon, do you?
Franky's still fixated on
bomb.
the bookshelf.
Sure. You continue to pull the books.
Yep.
My
Still
only
diving
thought was
deeper.
Shooting JC. That's the only way to stop it. But I don't know if you actually can. But
Well, you stopped him from writing, so that's already a start.
yeah, but he's a writer. He'll find a way.
If he can't finish it before midnight, who knows?
Good point.
Okay. Daniel, you continue pulling at books.
Yep.
I'm going to ignore these two for now. The other three.
I look at the timer.
8 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so things that are familiar. The lady, tarot. I'm playing cards.
Shit.
Is anyone singing?
No.
Can I do an awareness check to see if I see anything that catches my eyes familiar?
Sure. Alertness roll.
Shouldn't we be
13.
looking for the other guy that wants his bottle?
Wild.
We got 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Spencer,
Yes.
you see in the distance a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
A hallway that reminds you of, like, it's stuck in your mind and you're not sure why. Something about, like, you smell it. You know how they say smell is like one of the most cognitive memories? You smell the cleaner, the weird, bizarre, overly orange cleaner that, and you don't know why, but it's the smell that, like, connected you to when you moved Abby in. You that smell, something about the overpowering when you walked into the foyer, this overpowering orange bullshit smell, right? And you look down and there is a sort of like parquet parlor floor in that direction that looks exactly like the foyer of the
All right.
McAllister building.
I will grab Adrian. I will shake him and look him in his face and say, son, you are young. This is not your cross to bear. Come with me. And I want to take Adrian towards that hallway.
Sure, Flynn.
I am going to start dancing. I'm going to find a woman in the crowd.
Get it, son.
Sure. You start
I'm
dancing.
holding the bomb tucked under my arm. I'm going to start dancing.
Perfect. You begin to dance. Anything else you'd like to do?
Every once in a while, I'll pardon myself to look at the timer.
It continues to tick. You are at 6 minutes.
Damn it, Cody, we're on the clock.
Yeah, no, what do you want to do?
Well, you already know what I'm doing.
I don't worry about you. I don't worry about you.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing with him.
Yeah. No, you're running in that direction.
Flynn's dancing.
Is Abby near us?
You see, give me a, no, she's nowhere near you.
Okay.
I need to see a stat sheet, Flynn.
Yep.
I feel like you've made a decision, Flynn. Roll int by 5. Spencer.
I rolled a 20. Oh wait, so how do I do that?
Unless your
you
you're sure to be on there.
You made it.
Unless your int's really low.
Yeah.
Do you see a roommate of Abby's down that hallway? Just passing by. You're like, was her name Michelle?
Okay. Tell me guys what the is going on. Right? This is the way out, right? Oh God. Can I get Abby? Can I bring her here and can she get out? I don't
Right now you have him by the hand.
Okay. Yeah, can I shove Adrian in that direction, tell him to go that way and run back to Abby?
Sure.
Cool.
Adrian, what do you do?
I beg you to go. Please, please, please go.
You don't have time. If are you leaving him?
Yeah.
And running back to Abby?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Adrian? He's shoving you and saying, go down that parquet floor hallway.
Walking backwards very slowly, he says, you get her and you come home.
Walking backwards which way? I don't understand.
Towards the direction he told me to go.
Okay. You go running back to Abby, Thomas.
All right, Abby.
No, Dad, seriously.
I've done what you said. I've gotten them out, but I know you can't understand this, but I can't leave without you.
Dad, I'll be fine. Like you need to go. There's literally no time. You need to find a way
About
out.
5 minutes.
4.
Dad, you have to go now. I
I've
know.
always liked parties. When you were young, I used to go dancing with your mother. Every Sunday night, it was a tradition. I could do that for the rest of eternity.
It's awful. It's terrible. I don't wish this for anyone. I definitely don't wish it for you. If one of those guys is here, I mean, okay, I've done everything I can for them, but not you, Dad. Not you, this cruel fucking bastard. Not you.
Just grab her and run.
Yeah, I'll try grabbing her. What happens?
Roll strength by 5.
Well, first, 54.
What's your strength? Strength by 5. Up at the top. Strength by 5.
65. So I grab her. And
You're a strong old man.
Yeah, you have her.
okay, and then can I do another alertness roll for something familiar?
Sure.
Okay. I don't see anything.
You begin grabbing her and you drag her across the floor in different directions. She's like, Dad, just go. You have to go now. There's no time. Like it's almost midnight. You can't. There's no time. Flynn, are you doing anything any different? Or are you doing what I think you're doing?
I'm checking the time.
It's under 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to start dancing towards the stage.
Sure.
I don't see anything.
It's too late.
Can I look again?
Sure. It's Dad.
I don't see anything.
It's I never wanted you here, just so you know.
It's okay. I know.
I don't after midnight I don't know if you'll know me or I don't know if I'll just see you and you'll never know who I am.
I figured. This place sucks. I look again. I don't see anything.
It's I don't know. I don't know, Dad. Jesus. I don't know what else I expected. This is the way this place is. I tried so hard to do what I thought was right, and all I've done is exactly what he wanted me to do.
I look again. I don't see anything.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just hold her.
You and I will be something. We'll be fine. Okay?
Something.
After midnight, it just all starts over again. It's just the same thing every night. Forever. Less than 30 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to. You.
Less than 15 seconds.
I'm going to twirl my partner.
Less than 10 seconds.
What does she look like?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I'm going to kiss her
7,
deeply.
6.
And I
5,
am taking
4,
it out.
3.
And I'm chucking
2.
it over the guards.
Roll strength.
21.
Okay. Everyone take a deep breath. The chime strikes midnight in Carcosa. Daniel. You pull at books. You pull at books. You pull at books. It's as if you're digging through the earth. You pull at these books. You pull at these books, and it just it goes, and it's just like an obsession. You pull and you pull and you pull and you pull, and finally there's a crack of light in the distance. And when you pull that last book and open it, you find yourself in Dr. Dallin's office. Roll sand. No, hold on. Sorry, roll me a 1d20.
Wow. You don't get to choose.
10.
You gain 10 sand.
Oh, okay. That's better than I thought it was going to be.
You're not sure at this point if this is Dr. Dallin's office
Or Mr. Friend.
or Dr. Friend's
whatever.
office, but you're out of Carcosa. Troy. Reggie falls back in his chair. As he hits the ground, it's a weird question. Have you ever had a concussion, Troy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. As someone who's had a couple, never been proven by a doctor, but pretty sure. When you hit your head that hard, it's kind of like that weird thing in the movies where everything gets silent and it's like a loud ringing noise and everything is just like too loud and too bright and you just want to go to sleep. But your brain also goes, if you go to sleep, you die. You have this second where you hit your head so hard, everything goes quiet. And when everything goes quiet, you find yourself laying back staring at the ceiling. I presume you stand up.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't like when I tell you what you do. So I figured I'd say, do you want to continue to lay in the chair backwards?
No, I would stand up.
Okay. When you stand up, you're in the ballroom. It is completely empty. You see a tarot card laying about 10 feet from you. And then about 5 feet from that is another tarot card. And about 5 feet from that is another tarot card. And they're arcing down a hallway to your right.
I will follow picking them up as I go.
As you pick them up, you begin to see that, again, the palace is completely empty. There's no music. There's no sound. You're not sure if it's that you hit your head so hard, but everything is just that white noise sound, right? And you just continue to pick up cards.
Is it still as lit as it was? Or
Yeah, no, it's just like you're in a giant empty room. It's like in a video game where suddenly all the NPCs disappear. You know, it's they're all gone. And you keep picking up tarot cards and picking up tarot cards. As you keep going, you see a tarot card lead you to a small, uneven door stuck in a wall. The last tarot card is in front of this door.
Uneven how?
It's like a cellar door or a door to a garage or something. It's like it's been warped by age and moisture and other things.
Standard size door?
It's a little smaller than normal.
Okay. I'll pick up the last card and open the door.
As you open the door, you see I'll call it a tunnel. It's larger than a tunnel, but you still would have to stoop to crawl into it. You maybe could do like hands and feet if you bent over, depending on your size. I don't know how big Adrian is. It's an uncomfortable space. You're definitely gonna have to crouch. It moves generally upward on like a dirt path.
Reginald, wrong character, right?
Oh, sorry. Did I say Adrian?
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
need
me.
I'll go in.
You crawl upwards for what seems like an eternity. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 5 hours. And you see another small door in front of you.
I'll go through it.
As you open the door, you step into a bookstore.
A familiar bookstore?
You hear the voice of B.R. Robertson. Is that what his name was? I think that's right.
Yeah.
Talking to a customer up front.
Oh boy.
Roll a d20.
$14.
You gain 14 sand. Adrian. As you run down this sort of tiled floor, you feel the sounds of the ballroom begin to fade. Yeah. You can roll
That beautiful bean footage.
Dex by 5, athletics, or sand. Your choice. Probably one you should make.
45 passes 2 out of the 3, so
Okay.
Dex by 5, I guess.
You begin walking on this sort of parquet floor that oddly seems familiar, but you're not sure why. That Thomas led you down.
Actually, it passes all 3. Now that I see it.
As you back away from him saying what you said and you turn around, you realize that the hallway is oddly shrinking. And whether it's Dex, we'll go with Dex by 5, you realize that the opportunity to walk through this hallway was shrinking at a dramatic pace. You leap through the opening that is rapidly closing. You find yourself in a long, bland hallway. The wall behind you becoming solid. It's an afternoon or a morning, maybe. The sun is out. You're in a hallway of sort of a mid-century building. You hear noise off to your left. You can see a window. What would you like to do?
Go to the window.
As you go to the window, you can see a car from the mid-90s. And you see 3 individuals getting out of that car and approaching the building. Roll sand.
No.
1d10.
4.
You realize that these people seem incredibly familiar. You're in New York. All the cars are from the 90s. You feel like you know these people intimately and you don't know why. Now, weirdly, Detwiller gives you this too. Roll 1d20.
Get it back.
Correct.
You just get the sand right back.
You do.
No, depending on what you
The
roll.
19.
Damn.
Sand back.
9, baby.
Continue.
Okay. Back to the dance floor.
Good pencil.
We've handled the 3 on this side of the table. Let's go back to you 2. You realize, Gideon, as you toss the bomb, as there's a hush that falls over the crowd, as the 2 of you, as well as hundreds of onlookers, turn to the platform. And as you turn to the platform, you see this overly tall individual in gold and white with this golden mask stand before you directly in front of the throne. And just as is told in the story, he pulls back his mask and the Phantom of Truth is revealed as the King in Yellow. You see the universe as it is, as the stranger unmasks as the king. The second that happens, there's a moment of movement, and suddenly there's activity. There's a beat. The mask is removed, there's a beat, and then there's a rush of activity as people are pushed and jostled. You're both grabbed by rough hands that move you in a direction, and you don't know where you're at, and you don't know where you're going very, very quickly. You are moved into a direction. Oh, sorry. Just because I wanted to make sure that you knew this. The bomb was perfectly timed, by the way. You toss the bomb up in front of the Phantom of Truth. And as it lands at his feet, it collapses in cardboard, the prop that it always was. Yeah. Then you are rushed off by rough hands. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to let you.
I was wondering. Wondering.
Your bomb was solid. I looked at the timer. I'm like, Flynn has timed this literally to the last second. Mwah. Kudos. You get a fate point.
Great.
Succeed. You win.
You lack all ability to resist as both of you are stripped and redressed into some sort of clothing that you can't really see. Suddenly people appear around you. Makeup is applied to your face. You begin being pushed around by rough hands. You're directed to rooms and hallways. And at the last moment, you both find yourselves pushed out onto a vast stage. The light's so bright in your eyes, all you can see, and you both know this, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. The lights are so bright, all you can see is just a sea of blackness that goes out before you, right? As you're pushed out in front, Mosby appears with a script, and as you get rushed by, he whispers something to you, a line perhaps, but it's utter nonsense. The curtain behind you is pulled up. As you stand before the proscenium, you see a set behind you. It's an apartment with a strange wall filled of random items. The curtain opens to reveal an audience. And suddenly, it's that fun thing in theater that people don't realize, that once your eyes become accustomed to the light and you slant your head just right, suddenly the audience is revealed to you and you can pick out individual people. And in that audience, you see every agent or person you've encountered in this game is sitting watching the play. They applaud as this lights come up, Act 1, Scene 1 appears. You find yourself gathered together. The scene is 1995. You're investigating the disappearance of one Abigail Wright. You do this forever and ever. Just off stage, Mosby mouths a line and twirls his finger. And you realize what you said all so long ago. And you say the lines. And so we come to our end of sorts, a play that contains multitudes, all who have died, all who live, all who yet shall, upon this stage with us, forever. Curtain.
Our title track and additional musical arrangements were provided by friend of the podcast, Ian Shannon. Find more of his work at sleepfortheweary.com. Like what you heard? Check out more episodes online at rancorsbrothel.com or the Rancors Brothel on Facebook. You can also interact with other listeners at the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Want to contact us? Reach out to @Rancors_Brothel on Twitter or via email at therancorsbrothel@gmail.com. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes. Much love, everyone.